Hi, good evening. Thanks ever so much for taking time to join with us. We're super excited as we're going to hear Philippa, Hanna in a bit. We've got about half an hour before that kicks off, so make sure you've got yourself a drink, something to eat and relax. Just from the offset, let us know your names, let us know where you're joining us from. It would be great to find that out. And give us a thumbs up, a like, comments in the box. We'd love to hear from you. As I said, we're going to be hearing some of Philippa's latest music and some testimony weave through that as well. Head over to our website if you need more information. That's at swallownestbaptist.org.uk, or if you want to email us, that's swallownestbaptist@gmail.com. And of course, we've also got our Facebook platform as well, so head there for more information as well.
Every day we ask so many questions. What should I wear? What's the weather going to be like? How am I going to fit everything in? But then there are those bigger questions, like why am I here? Where am I heading? Is there more to life than this?
I had arrived at an answer to the most important issue that we humans ever deal with. Is there a God? And I had arrived there without ever really looking at the evidence. And I was supposed to be a scientist.
At 28, I had gotten many of the things that I thought I wanted. My girlfriend was on the cover of magazines, I had a Beamer, and I was so unhappy. It was a realization maybe that I would never find happiness where I was looking for it.
I think for so many years, I always just strived to be strong in myself. All I needed was me and my buddies and, we'd be like invincible. But the truth is, none of us are.
I found purpose, I found meaning, I found hope. God took something so broken and made it a beautiful art piece.
Alpha is a place where you can be yourself. You can say what you think and challenge everything. No question is too complex or too simple. And what your point of view is as important as anyone else's.
We are going on a journey together, an adventure to explore the questions of life, faith, and meaning.
bless you and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. The Lord bless you and keep you. Make his face shine upon you, be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Amen. 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 His favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family, and your children, and their children, and their children. May his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family, and your children, and their children, and their children. May his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family, and your children, and their children, and their children. May his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family, and your children, and their children, and their children. May his presence go before you and behind you and beside you, all around you and within you. He is with you, he is with you in the morning, in the evening, in your coming and your going, in your weeping and rejoicing. He is for you, he is for you. May his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family, your children, and their children, and their children. May his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family, and your children, and their children, and their children.
Hi, good evening. Thanks ever so much for taking time to join with us. We're super excited as we're going to hear Philippa Hanna in a bit. So make sure you've got yourself a drink, something to eat and relax. Just from the offset, let us know your names. Let us know where you're joining us from. It would be great to find that out. And give us a thumbs up, a like, comments in the box. We'd love to hear from you. As I said, we're going to be hearing some of Philippa's latest music and some testimony weave through that as well. Swallownest Baptist Church is a growing, vibrant church on the outskirts of Sheffield, and we'd love to see you. At the moment, we're putting our services out at 10:30 on our YouTube channel. You'll find it there. You can also get in contact with us as well via Facebook or via our website, which is at swallownestbaptist.org.uk. You'll also find our church email address there as well if you want to get in contact with us, so it'd be great to see you there. Some of the things that are coming up in the near future is on the 15th of July, 7:30 p.m, we're going to be launching our online Alpha course. Here's a fantastic opportunity if you have those questions that are burning inside of you, not necessarily knowing the answers. So again, get in contact with us, drop us an email or go to our website for further information. We'll look forward to connecting with you soon. Hi, good evening. Thanks ever so much for taking time to join with us. We're super excited as we're going to hear Philippa, Hanna in a bit. So make sure you've got yourself a drink, something to eat and relax. Just from the offset, let us know your names. Let us know where you're joining us from. It would be great to find that out. And give us a thumbs up, a like, comments in the box. We'd love to hear from you. As I said, we're going to be hearing some of Philippa's latest music and some testimony weave through that as well. We are super excited here at Swallownest Baptist Church to be launching our online Alpha course. This is going to start on the 15th of July. It's a Wednesday and it's going to be 7:30 p.m. It's going to all happen via Zoom. So it's going to be a little bit different than we may have experienced before, but it's still going to be great. It's giving an opportunity for us all to gather with those questions that we may have. Let's come together and ask them in a safe space and environment. In a minute, we're going to look at a video which will explain a little bit more about that. But if you do have any questions, get in touch with us. You can find us on our Facebook page or you can email us at swallownestbaptist@gmail.com. Here's the video.
We've all got questions. Why am I here?
What's the point?
What difference does my life make?
Thank you.
Why do things that are so bad for us taste so good?
Hey Siri, do you pray?
I don't have an answer for that.
How can I live life to the full?
What can I really trust?
What's my purpose?
What do you think happens when you die?
You're going straight to the gulags.
Does anyone hear my prayer?
What's for dinner?
What will make me happy?
Why don't good things last forever?
What is God really like?
Does anyone else even ask themselves these questions?
Hey everyone, I've got an amazing Alpha Online group here.
A better place to ask life's big questions. Ask Alpha.
So I'd love to see you Wednesday, 15th of July, 7:30 p.m. As I said, it's going to go out via Zoom. Watch out for more details as they come out really soon. But for now, stay safe, take care.
I love you, Lord. Oh, your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, I will sing of the goodness of God. the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire in darkest nights. You are close like no other. I've known you as a father. I've known you as a friend. And I have lived in the goodness of God. 'Cause all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down and surrendered now, I give you everything. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down and surrendered now, I give you everything. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. All my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. Yeah. Gonna sing it. With all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. I'm gonna sing, I will sing of the goodness of God. Yes, I will sing of the goodness of God.
Hi, good evening. Thanks ever so much for taking time to join with us. We're super excited as we're going to hear Philippa Hanna in a bit. So make sure you've got yourself a drink, something to eat and relax. Just from the offset, let us know your names. Let us know where you're joining us from. It would be great to find that out. And give us a thumbs up, a like, comments in the box. We'd love to hear from you. As I said, we're going to be hearing some of Philippa's latest music and some testimony weave through that as well. Swallownest Baptist Church is a growing, vibrant church on the outskirts of Sheffield, and we'd love to see you. At the moment, we're putting our services out at 10:30 on our YouTube channel. You'll find it there. You can also get in contact with us as well via Facebook or via our website, which is at swallownestbaptist.org.uk. You'll also find our church email address there as well if you want to get in contact with us, so it'd be great to see you there. Some of the things that are coming up in the near future is on the 15th of July, 7:30 p.m, we're going to be launching our online alpha course. Here's a fantastic opportunity if you have those questions that are burning inside of you, not necessarily knowing the answers. So again, get in contact with us, drop us an email or go to our website for further information. We'll look forward to connecting with you soon. Hi, good evening. Thanks ever so much for taking time to join with us. We're super excited as we're going to hear Philippa Hanna in a bit, so make sure you've got yourself a drink, something to eat and relax. Just from the offset, let us know your names, let us know where you're joining us from. It would be great to find that out. And give us a thumbs up, a like, comments in the box. We'd love to hear from you. As I said, we're going to be hearing some of Philippa's latest music and some testimony weave through that as well. We are super excited here at Swallownest Baptist Church to be launching our online Alpha course. This is going to start on the 15th of July. It's a Wednesday and it's going to be 7:30 p.m. It's going to all happen via Zoom. So it's going to be a little bit different than we may have experienced before, but it's still going to be great. It's giving an opportunity for us all to gather with those questions that we may have. Let's come together and ask them in a safe space and environment. In a minute, we're going to look at a video which will explain a little bit more about that. But if you do have any questions, get in touch with us. You can find us on our Facebook page or you can email us at swallownestbaptist@gmail.com. Here's the video.
We've all got questions. Why am I here?
What's the point?
What difference does my life make?
Thank you.
Why do things that are so bad for us taste so good?
Hey Siri, do you pray?
I don't have an answer for that.
How can I live life to the full?
What can I really trust?
What's my purpose?
What do you think happens when you die?
You're going straight to the gulags.
Does anyone hear my prayer?
What's for dinner?
What will make me happy?
Why don't good things last forever?
What is God really like?
Does anyone else even ask themselves these questions?
Hey everyone, I've got an amazing Alpha Online group here.
A better place to ask life's big questions. Ask Alpha.
So I'd love to see you Wednesday, 15th of July, 7:30 p.m. As I said, it's going to go out via Zoom. Watch out for more details as they come out really soon. But for now, stay safe, take care. Swallownest Baptist Church is a growing, vibrant church on the outskirts of Sheffield, and we'd love to see you. At the moment, we're putting our services out at 10:30 on our YouTube channel. You'll find it there. You can also get in contact with us as well via Facebook or via our website, which is at swallownestbaptist.org.uk. You'll also find our church email address there as well if you want to get in contact with us, so it'd be great to see you there. Some of the things that are coming up in the near future is on the 15th of July, 7:30 p.m, we're going to be launching our online Alpha course. Here's a fantastic opportunity if you have those questions that are burning inside of you, not necessarily knowing the answers. So again, get in contact with us, drop us an email or go to our website for further information. We'll look forward to connecting with you soon.
Good evening, Swallownest, and everybody else tuning in online right now. My name is Philippa Hanna, and this song is called Come Back Fighting. Maybe you feel like you need to come back fighting tonight. If that's the case, why don't you try and sing along? Covered in the ashes again. Circumstances telling me there's no way I can win. Remind myself to keep on breathing. I gotta keep on telling my heart it's alive and it's still beating. And though I can't control what happens, no, I can get a hold on my reaction. And if it's do or die, sink or swim, I ain't backing down. No, I'm all in. There's much more to the story I've been writing. I'm collecting all these sticks and stones, built myself out of what's been thrown. When the bottom drops out, I'm more than just surviving. I'm gonna come back fighting. Da 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 da. Sing it with me. Da 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 da. The person in the mirror now I see. Well, they've seen their share of heartache, but they're better than they used to be. And I don't wanna say it ain't hard, but there's beauty in the ashes and every single scar. And if it's do or die, sink or swim, I ain't backing down. No, I'm all in. There's much more to the story I've been writing. I'm collecting all these sticks and stones, built myself out of what's been thrown. When the bottom drops out, I'm more than just surviving. I'm gonna come back fighting, 'cause I still believe there's so much left in me. And the best part is I'm just getting started. Do or die, sink or swim, I ain't backing down. No, I'm all in. There's much more to the story I've been writing. I'm collecting all these sticks and stones, built myself out of what's been thrown. When the bottom drops out, I'm more than just surviving. And I'm gonna come back, do or die, sink or swim, I ain't backing down. No, I'm all in. There's much more to the story I've been writing. I'm collecting all these sticks and stones, built myself out of what's been thrown. When the bottom drops out, I'm more than just surviving. I'm gonna come back fighting. Da 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 da. Sing it again. Da 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 da. One more time, come on. Da 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 da. Ooh. Da 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 da. So I really hope you enjoyed that song, Come Back Fighting. If you're anything like me, you'll be feeling like now is a time where you kind of need to come back fighting. And I'd be lying if I said the last 3 months hadn't been very difficult for me. As somebody who makes their living and does what they do on the road, out in front of people and in events-based industry, basically. So it's been really hard, and there have been days where I just feel completely defeated. And I think we've probably all felt like that at times over the past few months. If you feel like you've been feeling that sort of stuff, why don't you comment in the box here at the side? Or if you have anything to say at any time during the concert, please send us a little message and we'll try and respond in real time. And let's make this feel as much like a live gig as possible by hanging out together. But if you feel like you need a song that's going to get you back up and on the wagon of life, this one is for you. It's called Off the Wagon. And it goes a bit like this. Keep on driving, keep on driving, all the way to beautiful horizons. Keep on driving, keep on driving along. Well, if I fall off the wagon, won't you put me right back on? Why don't you try singing that with us? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Keep on driving, keep on driving, all the way to beautiful horizons. Keep on driving, keep on driving along. Well, if I fall off the wagon, won't you put me right back on? Very good. I am thankful for my freedom. I've been lifted from fear and shame. I was taken from a life I didn't want, but it's so easy to forget how far I came. Now I'm on the road to glory. I got my ticket for heaven's train. But if I'm weary, 'cause the road is really dragging, and if I fall off the wagon, won't you put me right back on? Keep on driving, keep on driving, all the way to beautiful horizons. Keep on driving, keep on driving along. Well, if I fall off the wagon, won't you put me right back on? Yeah. It's a long and it's a heavy journey, and there's no end to those twists and turns with no direction. Just a heart that says keep going, and eventually you'll see the signs for home. There'll be many along the roadside, broken down and in need of a hand. So let's be ready to reach on out and grab 'em. And if I fall off the wagon, won't you put me right back on? Keep on driving, keep on driving, all the way to beautiful horizons. You gotta keep on driving, keep on driving along. Well, if I fall off the wagon, won't you put me right back on? Now, on some of these tough days, my own strength is not enough to get me through. And not even a good brew by Joel is enough to get me through. I need something like the grace of God to get me through, so why don't we just give glory to God right now? And sing about his amazing grace. Sing along. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Keep on driving, keep on driving, all the way to beautiful horizons. You gotta keep on driving, keep on driving low. Well, if I fall off the wagon, won't you put me right back on? Keep on driving, keep on a yeehaw to you wherever you are. I hope you're having a good evening. This lovely Friday evening. Let us know where you are in the comment section here. Tell us who you're watching with. Are you watching on your own? Are you with the family? Are you watching with the people from your lockdown bubble? My dog is in a lockdown bubble with my mum and dad, so we're sharing custody of him right now. But he brings them joy, and that's the main thing. We need to look at things that bring us joy in this time. And actually, I'm here in Swallownest at Swallownest Baptist Church right now, and I first played this next song in this building. The very first time I played this song was right here, and I had no idea what people were going to think of this song. This little song about a rag doll, which to me was half trivial and half serious. Because it's a story of a doll. It's a story of a doll in a nursery on a shelf, feeling inadequate, looking at the other toys and thinking, I wish I was more like them. If only I was more exciting, like a Buzz Lightyear or an action figure. Or maybe what if I was a little bit more perfect and long and skinny like a Barbie doll. And I must admit, I've spent a lot of my life feeling like that, wishing I was like other people. And that's what made me write this next song, because in the story of the Raggedy Doll, the toy maker has a lot to say about that, because the toy maker put this doll together in exactly the way he wanted that doll. So he wouldn't change a stitch or a seam. So that's what this song's about. You ready, Joel? Yes. Let's play the story of the Raggedy Doll. I've always wanted a friend like you, someone I could tell my secrets to, and I would hold you all of the time, just because you're mine. And I could paint your face in a million ways, with cherry lips so that you could taste all the sweet kisses I could blow your way, each and every day. 'Cause you were beautifully and wonderfully made. I don't make mistakes and I wouldn't change a thing. I loved you from the day I brought you home. I loved you since the day that you were on. Every stitch, every seam of you, it's just how I dreamed of you. So I want the whole wide world to know I love you from your head down to your toes. I love you from your head down to your toes. My raggedy doll, whoa, 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 my raggedy doll, whoa, whoa. It makes me sad when I hear you say you wish that you were stitched some other way. 'Cause you don't look like the other toys, and you're not new anymore. I wanna take you down from the nursery shelf and show your love till you love yourself. If you lose a button, I will give you mine, just because you're mine. And you were beautifully and wonderfully made. I don't make mistakes and I wouldn't change a thing. I loved you from the day I brought you home. I loved you since the day that you were on. Every stitch, every seam of you, it's just how I dreamed of you. So I want the whole wide world to know I love you from your head down to your toes. I love you from your head down to your toes. My raggedy doll, whoa, whoa. So that was Raggedy Doll, first ever played here in Swallownest Baptist Church. And since then, that song has really resonated with so many different sorts of people for all kinds of reasons. And it really is my passion to share songs which help people on their journey. And this next one is a really kind of open song about my journey with goals and with milestones in life. So it's so easy to look at your friends' lives, even now when you've been in quarantine, to look at your friends who've got kids in paddling pools and, you know, we don't have our own children yet, so looking at that sometimes makes us feel like we're behind the curve a little bit. And there are other things too. People have jobs that perhaps take them from strength to strength, and sometimes it just feels like you almost want a life transplant, you know, just to kind of swap with someone else. And dreams can start to become like a burden because you bear them like a burden because you so wish you were at a different place and time in life. And I've been learning so much to embrace where I'm at, even when it's difficult. And as for my dreams, I'm learning to hold them really lightly. Just let them go, and whatever's meant to be will be. So if lockdown's made you feel like that, this one's for you. This is called Let 'Em Fly. Thought by now I'd have my life all figured out. A couple of kids and maybe a white picket fence house. I thought by now I'd maybe have a couple Grammys won, or just a little more to show for all the work I've done. But these dreams are holding me down. Can't see the sun for these clouds. Keep holding them tight just like balloons in my hands. But I gotta let them go so I can breathe again. I just gotta let them fly away up high into the heavens. I know I will be fine. So I've got to believe that if it's meant to be, I don't have to worry. God won't make a way to bring them back to me. But in the meantime, I just gotta let them fly. I gotta let them fly. When I was young, I had a vision of what life would be, and in many ways I've been more blessed than I could ever dream. So I'll keep on biding my time. There's nothing I can do to make the stars align. I just gotta let them fly away up high into the heavens. And I know I will be fine. Somehow I've got to believe that, yeah, if it's meant to be, I don't have to worry. God will make a way to bring them back to me. But in the meantime, I'm letting go of all the pressure, and I'm letting go of all the pain. So important to hold our dreams and our aspirations lightly, because if anything if the lockdown has taught us anything, it's that life is kind of unpredictable. You know, we can plan for things, but the unforeseen happens, and this last 3 months has been all about that. If you're very brave, why don't you put something in the comments that's happened that's been very unexpected for you? Or what about this whole situation has kind of most surprised you? I think I have been so surprised by my sudden ability to focus on myself. You know, like, we've all got so much going on. This has affected us so deeply in so many ways. But when it comes to starting to worry about how you're going to pay the bills and your mortgage and what's going to happen with your work, suddenly you can start to look at yourself and focus so much on your own needs that you forget other people could be going through something even worse. And that's pretty much what this next song is about. It's called Getting On With Life. We're all struggling to some degree. I think the lockdown has stolen something from everybody. I've got friends who are going to get married, who've had to postpone. I've had people who've not been able to go to funerals because of social distancing issues. And apart from that, it's just stolen so much quality time for us with loved ones and work and opportunities. I think now more than ever we need to see each other and feel compassion for one another. And this is a story of a time in my life that kind of shaped my view of that. So this is Getting On With Life. So a stranger pushes past you on the high street, doesn't even bother to apologize, and you wonder how she didn't even see you. Guess she's got too much on her mind, like a second job that barely pays expenses. Now she has to raise 3 children on her own, working every hour to keep the roof they're under. She's just trying to survive. She's just getting on with life. 'Cause we're all just getting on with living, going into battles nobody sees us fight. Yeah, we're all just getting on with living, so try to be forgiving when we don't see eye to eye. We're all just getting on with life. So another driver cuts you up at rush hour, and you've had about as much as you can take. 'Cause it's hard to understand the lack of patience. Your curses, you slam on the brakes, but you didn't hear the call that he was making to the doctor that's been caring for his wife. It's a 3-year battle that they might be losing. He just wants her by his side. They're just getting on with life. 'Cause we're all just getting on with living, going into battles nobody sees us fight. Yeah, we're all just getting on with living, so try to be forgiving when we don't see eye to eye.
So Philippa, thank you for being with us this evening. It's been a great start, a good first half of the gig so far. It's always great to have you with us, so thanks for coming and being with us. And maybe for those of you watching at home, if you want to just write in the comments on the side what's been your favourite song so far, we would love to know that. That'd be great. Just let us know what you've enjoyed so far this evening. So we've kind of through the set so far, you've kind of hinted at a few of the things that have been going on in your life. This has been you've been on quite a journey recently, haven't you? There's a lot of stuff that's gone on. I think you've said about how you've been here before, you've sung here with us before, you've been with us several times. But maybe it'd be great just to tell us something of what's been going on in your life more recently.
Yeah, well, to be honest, from probably November last year, I started to feel really out of sorts, just not myself, and it's something I wanted to touch on tonight because I just know so many people watching this will have encountered mental health issues, maybe in the last few weeks, maybe in the last year, maybe in relation to things that have happened in 2020, because who knew 2020 was going to be, a light dose of Armageddon. It's been absolutely, unprecedented, to use the word everyone's using. But we had a difficult year, really, last year. A lot of stuff was going on within the family. We had lots of people close to us having relationship breakdowns, divorces. We moved churches and everything just seemed like it was really unsure and unsteady. Like everything that had been so normal, it just suddenly wasn't normal, and stuff that we thought would never changed. So I went on a few tours last year. I did a tour with the Kingdom Choir and I did a tour with Lulu. And after we came back from Lulu, in fact the day the tour finished, I just had this odd experience where I was on stage and I was absolutely fine 1 minute, and then I just started to feel really panicky and just off. And it really shook me up because I styled it out. No one knew I was having sort of a mild panic attack during the set. But then after I kind of finished the show, packed up and went home, I was really shaken by it and I just didn't know what was going on. And from that day really up to Christmas, just felt really, really anxious and off and not myself. And it was actually the closest thing I've felt to what I would describe mental health issues for many years. I kind of thought that was behind me really, but when I asked my counsellor friend about it, I said, look, I'm really anxious. We were about to go on a trip to New York, which we've been looking forward to for years. You don't go to New York every day. It was a total treat for us. And I almost didn't want to go. I was ready to cancel because I felt so anxious, to a point where I was thinking, I don't know if I can even just keep my breakfast down, that kind of level of anxious. Just waking up and feeling fear. And I asked my friend Lily Jo about it. She's a counsellor. She's got a fantastic website called the Lily Jo Project, if you want to check that out, mental health resources. And she said, you need to do this test online. And it's a counselling test that a lot of people use. And it just takes a quick span of the last year or 18 months and asks you questions like, have you recently changed jobs? Have you had a big change within your workplace? Have your parents fallen out, or have your in-laws fallen out? All these different questions. And as I went through, I realised that I scored way high on the major stress scale. And I didn't realise I was stressed. But when I spoke to my friend about it, she just said, wow, based on these things, you're heading for a breakdown. And I was like, okay. So I just wanted to touch on that today because I realised that for most people out there, they've had a change in job, a change in daily life.
Yeah.
They might have had bereavements and grief. They might have had relationship breakdowns. Kids are at home when they didn't used to be at home. And all of those changes really can add up to major stress. So I just wanted to take this moment to say, if you are feeling out of sorts, it's completely normal and, understandable, and it's definitely something you should try and talk about with people.
Yeah.
Maybe even the GP, it's understandable if you're struggling. So I thought I would just mention that.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. You know, I think we were sort of talking earlier on and saying how in future years, kids who study history and have to deal with 2020, and it's going to be quite a history lesson for people, isn't it? I think. Yeah, so there's just been so many things for people to deal with, and I'm sure those of you who are watching right now, there'll be things that you've gone through right now. But I wondered, maybe you could tell us how your relationship with God has helped you, or maybe changed, or sort of what's that been like for you through this time?
I feel like for most of us, we've had to re-examine our faith walk, because we can't come to church and hang out with our Christian buddies and worship in a big room full of people with a great band in front of us and all that. And I think in some ways that's awesome, because it's actually forced us to go sort of back to basics and just back to one-on-one with God, and God in the family, and God at dinner time and all that. I've struggled with my lack of being able to work. Like, that's a struggle for me. I love to work and I love to be active. So that, I think, has forced me to look at myself and where I draw my confidence from and my identity. So it's not been an easy time for me and God at all. I've done a lot of like, why? What is going on? And wondering, is this the end? But then actually, I've seen some amazing little miracles, just provision. You know, we've had loads of events cancelled. We've had a good portion of our annual earnings gone. But then we've had people come out of woodwork and go, oh, I still owe you for this job and that job, and what about this song you've never had royalties from? And we've just sort of seen miracles of provision. And so that's taught us to really go back to that believing God for everyday thing. Because you can plan, but you can't plan for everything.
No.
You can't plan for a pandemic, clearly, anyway. So we're sort of living day by day. It's that day by day faith. I think that's what we've been sort of getting to grips with.
Yeah. And you're currently, I mean, today, in fact, there's a single release from what will be the new album.
Yes. Yeah. So the new album is out on the 24th of July. And it's called, you're going to get the exclusive, guys, Stained Glass Stories. Stained Glass Stories is the name of the album. Inspired by a little trip I did to a very beautiful old church, hundreds of years old, and I just walked in there and the place was flooded with this rainbow light. And I asked the caretaker, like, what is stained glass? Why is it there? And he said it was the ancient form of storytelling. It was the way people taught about Jesus. It was the way people who actually couldn't read would learn Bible stories. And I thought, wow, to me that's what songs are. They are like stained glass. They're like a stained glass memory or a story. And even through this time, like, we're going through difficult times, but when God shines his light through our lives and through a situation, it just becomes beautiful, and it becomes a story that can help other people. So every song has a story, and the one that's out today is called Everything is Possible. I'm going to play that in a little bit. And I think I'm going to start the second half with You're Still God, which is the single that came out a few weeks ago. And that is what I want to keep saying. That's my anthem, really, as we go through these times, is that no matter what changes, no matter what is unstable, unsure, how much or how little you trust the government, you know, all these things that change, God is still God, and he doesn't falter, he doesn't change, he doesn't become incompetent, he doesn't make bad choices. He's perfect, and he's still in control, still. So, yeah, You're Still God, I'm going to play for you, and please go check out the songs on Spotify and YouTube and all that.
Yeah, absolutely. And if there's anybody, again, who doesn't know God, who doesn't have that relationship with God, who doesn't sort of have that sense of God being with them as they go through this time, please get in touch with us. We would love to have that conversation. I'm sure Philippa would, or anybody from the church, myself. Just send us an email, get in touch. We would love to hear with you. We'd love to talk to you. So please do that. If you're finding you're struggling, if you're finding things are difficult, if you just want to ask some questions, that is what we're here for. We would love to be able to talk that through with you. So please do that if that would be helpful.
Yes. Do that. You could be like Ben. Look, wouldn't you like to be like Ben? He's such a nice guy. Yeah, I think this is a perfect time to draw near to God if you've never known who God is, because it's not about smoke and lights and churches and stages, and it's not about buildings. So many people don't want to go into a church building. You don't have to.
No.
You're here right now with us, and really all you have to do is just open up your heart and ask Jesus to come and meet you where you're at, and it says knock and the door will be open, so that's what we believe.
Yeah, amen. Yeah.
When all foundations have been shaken, when I'm left standing in the dark, and all I feel is my heart breaking, you still reign and you're still God. And when it feels all hope is fading, the heavy questions hit so hard, and though my soul may feel forsaken, you still reign and you're still God. Though I can't see what's before me, I know that I can trust your heart, and this one truth will be my story. You still reign and you're still God. I will declare that you are with me, though voices whisper that you're not. You'll never leave me nor forsake me, 'cause you still reign and you're still God. Though I can't see what's before me, I know that I can trust your heart, and this one truth will be my story, that you still reign and you're still God. Although I can't see what's before me, I know that I can trust your heart, and this one truth will be my story, that you still reign and you're still God. I know you reign and you're still God. And when my enemies surround me, I trust the victory of your cross, and fix my eyes upon you, Jesus. For you are God and I am not. You are good and you are faithful, as you have been from the start. You work in all things for your glory. Yes, you do, 'cause you still So that was You're Still God, and you can find that on iTunes and Spotify. Right now, I'm going to put the link in the comments here. Also, you can find other versions of it on YouTube, a lyric video that we've done for you guys. And if you want to sing it and play it yourself, you can find the chords and lyrics on weareworship.com. I'll put the link in there as well. But today is release day. It's Friday, and I have a brand new song out called Everything Is Possible. This has been a highly requested song I wrote a couple of years ago to remind me that everything is possible through Christ who strengthens me. It's so important to me, that verse. And I hope you enjoy singing along to this one. So I'll just teach you the chorus first. It goes. You make everything brand new, 'cause you're the God of miracles, and everything is possible through God who gives us strength. There's a story of unfailing love that echoes in my heart. There's a promise that you're always here. Your word will light my path. We shall not fear the days to come. You are with us to the end. And everything is possible through God who gives us strength. You make everything brand new, 'cause you're the God of miracles, and everything is possible through God who gives us strength. Whether I am rich or I am poor, I will give you thanks. I will lift my voice to sing your praise in every circumstance. Whether found in sickness or in health, I have learned to be content. 'Cause everything is possible through God who gives us strength. You make everything brand new, 'cause you're the God of miracles, and everything is possible through God who gives us strength. For whosoever shall believe, Jesus made a way. His blood poured out on Calvary has broken every chain. You make everything brand new, 'cause you're the God of miracles, and everything is possible through God who gives us strength. One more time. You make everything brand new, 'cause you're the God of miracles, and everything is possible through God who gives us strength. Yes, everything is possible through God who gives us strength. Yes, everything is possible through God who gives us strength. That was Everything Is Possible, and it's out on iTunes and Spotify right now. Go check it out. You can download it or stream it for free on the Spotify platform. Thank you so much for your support. And also, you can get the chords and lyrics on weareworship.com. We'll put all those links here in the comments. I hope you guys have been having a really good evening with us. We've so enjoyed spending some time with you guys. And I feel like, honestly, it wouldn't be a complete set if I didn't play this next song. This song is called I Am Amazing. And I wrote this song about my struggle with identity. My struggle to love myself as a girl, to appreciate my appearance and accept myself also in a world that is so competitive, and the music industry is so distracting, and social media has made this harder than ever for so many of us. Comparing ourselves, comparing our bodies, comparing our lives to others, and in a time where so many of us are struggling with identity and searching to love who we are and find acceptance for who we are, I thought it'd be good if I could share this song with you guys tonight. This is I'm Amazing. Sing along at home if you know the words. I don't wanna waste any more time in the mirror, watching my face never change. I don't feel beautiful today. Oh, and I don't wanna waste any more heart and cash on these miracles that never change the way I feel. Don't make me beautiful today. Oh, how long can I hide away beneath this disguise? And what drastic measures do I have to take to realize that I am amazing in spite of what I can see? When I look at myself, wishing I could be anyone other than me. 'Cause I was created with everything I could ever need. So I'm not gonna change. I'm gonna stay just the way God made me. I'm not gonna take any more of these lies they've been feeding me. I'm not gonna listen to the voices of my enemies today. Oh, with my feet on solid ground, I'm gonna turn it all around. Because it's time I realized I'm truly beautiful in His eyes. How long can I hide away beneath this disguise? And what drastic measures do I have to take to realize that I am amazing in spite of what I can see? When I look at myself, wishing I could be anyone other than me. 'Cause I was created with everything I could ever need. So I'm not gonna change. I'm gonna stay just the way God made me. And who am I to say that I could do a better job than Him? 'Cause I am amazing in spite of what I can see. When I look at myself, wishing I could be anyone other than me. 'Cause we are amazing, and if only we could believe that it's all in His hands. We're a part of a plan that's much bigger than us. Yes, we are amazing. There's nothing we can't achieve, so we don't need to change. So I'm gonna stay just the way God made me. I'm not gonna listen to the voices of my enemies today. Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight here at Swallownest Baptist Church. Been such a pleasure to get back in the saddle and perform and share with you guys. And lots of people have asked me, how can we support you guys during this time? And, you know, you absolutely are welcome to go and listen to music. You can buy my products online. I will leave a link to my web shop so you can get my music, clothing, books, all sorts. But the thing I'm more passionate about in this moment are the children across the world that don't have access to the incredible benefit system we have, to furlough, to food banks even. And so many of those children are struggling right now. Families are struggling to feed their children. Actually, starvation, malnutrition, and poverty across the world are worse than ever because COVID has hit everybody. COVID has hit almost every nation. And some of the children that we sponsor in different parts of the world through Compassion UK, those families, those communities have been so hard hit by the COVID-19 crisis. So I am asking, if you want to give and if you feel tonight like you want to make a difference and sow into something, please consider giving to the COVID-19 emergency appeal. We're going to put the details here, and I'm going to show you a video in a moment of the work of Compassion. Child sponsorship is one of the best things I've ever done. You're about to see a video of me meeting my sponsor child in person after sponsoring him for over a decade, and he feels like family to me. And to see how it's affected his life, he's been able to go to school and graduate from school. He's healthy, happy, handsome, a great family boy. He's just awesome. And that's all because of our £25 to £28 a month that we've been paying for Carlos's, basic needs. So sponsorship is incredible, and please consider sponsoring if you can. But if maybe you just want to do something on a one-off basis, giving to the COVID-19 emergency appeal will change somebody's life. I think about £44, we'll put the details, £44 will feed a family for 2 weeks and make sure that a child can come out of malnutrition. So they'll get medical attention and they'll get vitamins and supplements as well as healthy food for the family, for the whole family, not just for the child. And for a family right now in somewhere like, the far reaches of Ethiopia or places like that, it's going to be perhaps life-saving for them. So we're going to give you all the details, and I want to finish tonight by showing you this touching video of me meeting Carlos. Thank you guys so much, and God bless you. So I am here in Ecuador, and it is so incredible to be here when I think about the fact that 12 years ago, I took the step of faith to sponsor a child. It was a real risk for me. I was a full-time waitress. It was before I had any sort of a music career. I was on minimum wage, and I had to believe in faith every day for strangers to leave change for me so I could put that aside to sponsor Carlos. And now I'm here, and now I'm seeing some of the challenges that Carlos might have faced. To me, that shows me that my step of faith and my risk was worth every penny.
Children and young people face big problems in this community. First of all is lack of hope, lack of education, and because of poverty, the parents need to work all day long. The children spend their time by themselves. So because of they spend their time by themselves, they go to the streets and get involved with alcohol, they get involved with drugs, and the girls get pregnant at a very young age. So that's a big problem that the children are facing in this community.
Children in Ecuador face many dangers being left on the streets while their parents go to work. Guys not taking responsibility for their actions leave these young girls to fend for themselves and their young children.
Compassion is based through the local church. To this way, the kids have a safe place to be, so they don't have to spend more time in the streets. The pastor, the teacher, and the tutors, they take care of them all the time while they're in the project, so the parents can work while the kids are in a safe place. Compassion also brings support to the spirit, soul, mind, and body.
First, we're going to go to Carlos's house and meet him and his family, and then we're going to actually get to go to the project where Carlos has been looked after and cared for all these years. So we're going to get to see kind of the whole sphere today and how compassion really works. I'm really excited, and I don't know if I'm nervous or excited, or I'm kind of nervous about whether I'll be emotional or whether I won't be emotional, or I just can't believe it. I just can't actually believe I'm going to get to go to Carlos's house, to his home, to meet his family.
It's insane. I'm excited.
This is my something better. You brought it all together, like finding
so amazing. That's
it. Through closing doors and countless tears, you saw me.
I'm so sorry. I'm meant to get emotional.
This is my new horizon, the song after the silence. Thank God for stormy weather, the boats that never made it home.
Pray you would continue to provide for his every need and all the needs of his family.
For me, this is a dream that came true because since I was a little kid and I knew that I had a sponsor, I have been dreaming with the day that I could have the chance to meet her. So now I feel very honored.
All of this time while you've been growing up, I've been praying for you, and I've loved to receive your letters which have said that you're praying for me.
I love to send you letters because every time that I had the chance to write a letter for you, I was very excited to write it, and every time that I was receiving a letter from you, I was very excited because I was wondering to get to know you better.
I see the heart, see who you are, beneath the hurt, beneath the scars. So if you ever feel alone, remember that you are known.
The reality is, there are many more children that still need sponsorship. On this trip, I've decided to sponsor little Andrea, and you can get involved too. By sponsoring a child today, you can help us see many more children released from poverty in this amazing way.
Compassion UK do amazing work, don't they? And if you want to know more information about that, the link to their website address will be in the chat box as well, and just get in touch with us if you have any questions also. It's been a great evening, I'm sure you'll agree with that. Keep commenting in that box, let us know your thoughts, your feedbacks there. It's really been great as we've gathered together. We've heard some amazing music and some beautiful testimony as well of what Jesus has been doing in Philippa's life. Well, thanks ever so much for joining us. Don't forget, join us 10:30 on Sunday for our services on our YouTube channel. More information will be there and on our Facebook page. And don't forget, online Alpha starting Wednesday, 15th of July, 7:30 p.m. We would love to see as many people there gathering together, asking those questions all about life. But for now, do take care, stay safe, God bless.